And what can I say? I was still connected to Kiss, but I do feel I've been more valued as the former Kiss guitar player more in the past maybe 6 to 10 years than I was
Okay.
right immediately then.
Hmm.
You see, so but that's also like remember earlier where I was talking about the cycles,
Yep.
you know.
Yep.
So it comes around that the non-makeup years are well loved, and people do want to see more content and more product and more celebrations of it. And I'm there to help.
That's Bruce Kulick reflecting on the cycles of Kiss's history and how he feels his contributions to the band are still being felt by the Kiss army. But with the Kiss farewell tour and the introduction of the Avatars, where does Bruce stand now? And how did he really feel about not being involved in the band's final live shows? I'm Paul Stevenson, this is VRP Rocks, and in this interview, Bruce shares his candid thoughts with me on the farewell tour that he wasn't invited on, the Avatars, and whether the Kiss legacy will continue to honour all its key players.
I was disappointed that I wasn't involved, but I didn't expect to be involved. I never
Okay.
got the vibe. I didn't know about the avatars. Okay. That was a very last minute where I only heard a little peep about something unusual happening on the last night. And then there it was, the beginning of God Gave Rock and Roll with my guitar blasting through the Madison Square Garden. And that's the future. So I know they missed an opportunity not celebrating in a bigger way history all the years, and I really wish they would have mentioned all the other players,
Mhm.
all the other very important, influential people in their career. But that was their show, their choice, not mine. I know the fans were as well. I got so much feedback that they didn't understand that, but it was truly the last show, and they are concentrating in a very big way in this next era of Kiss, which would be this avatar. Now with technology and what's could be being created and coming in 3 years from now or whatever, who knows how incredible that could be. I don't see it being anything other than the superhero, Kiss look in the costumes and the makeup, because I just don't know if they would bother with my era. That's a big question. There's a lot of questions that I wonder about, but I could definitely see this being something that means something to them, and this company Pop House that bought them to introduce to the music world and to the entertainment world. And let's see what happens. I'm supportive of Kiss, and all those years they toured in makeup, it was still shining a light on me because it was still Kiss. You know what I mean? And I'm on all those records, and I'm all part of their history. But where the Avatar thing is going, and what importance it will have in the overall story of Kiss is not. It remains to be told. And I don't think anyone. My thing is, don't bet against anything with those guys.
Oh, yeah.
But then again, it could fail. We don't know. I hope not. I hope it becomes something entertaining for people, because there was something unbelievably magical that they created when they became the superhero band. I didn't think that they wanted to be, they knew they couldn't be Led Zeppelin. So they just, we're putting on makeup and we're going to be so outrageous. And that was their mantra, to be over the top and do it uniquely. And boy, did they strike gold. And I don't mean that only financially. I just mean there was something brilliant about that for Gene to become this demon thing, for Paul to be a star man, always wanting to be a Jimmy Page, and be a rock star. Ace just being he's spacey, so he's the space. And then you got, everyone loves Peter, and he's the Cat Man, and he sings. What a perfect four guys, which I always felt there was some symmetry with a different way to do the Beatles. You know, we have four guys that they're all important and they're all identifiable by, and as you know, Paul Stanley's real name is not Paul. Okay, I'll leave it at that.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Absolutely. Fascinating stuff. And I did speak with Gene a couple of months ago, and I tried to push him on what was going on with the avatars. He was remaining very tight-lipped, but he did say it would be bigger and better than anything before. And for people who are doubters about that sort of thing, I've not seen it myself, but I've got friends that have seen the big ABBA show, the big ABBA avatar
Yeah.
thing that's happening
Yep.
in London, and they all come away raving about it, saying how amazing it is. So, like
Yes.
you say, in a few years' time, it could be even better, and we don't know what's going to happen, but it's something to look
Yeah, and
forward
I
to.
know Paul's been working with them, and I know that they're working on this. You know, Paul has said some more current things that it's really bigger and greater than we imagine, and don't, you know, that's just a little taste of what it could be. I loved it because I heard my guitar playing. Yeah, you know, they use "God Gave Rock and Roll," which is a terrific song. I sometimes get a little slack when I say it's one of it. I'm not saying it is necessarily my favorite Kiss song. That's I don't even want to say what's my favorite guitar because I have a few that they're all so dear to me. But you know, God Gave Rock and Roll was a great choice for that. It was. I just love that it was from Revenge, and I played guitar on it.